Hey guys, it's Nicole and I'm back, and I just wanted to do a little video on a unit that we are wrapping up about emotional competence, and I just wanted to show you some of the resources that were related to this unit and how it went with teaching preschoolers and primary school age children about their feelings and emotions. Stay tuned. So I'm going to start off with the books that we use. I simply went to the library, and whenever I'm doing a unit of any sort, I always start with a book. Whether pull one off the shelf that we have, or I go to the library and find them, or I go search online on my library. For emotional competence, I found these books. This series is called Our Emotions and Behavior. Cute little logo here on the side that I got quite a few books from this series about our emotions and behavior. This one is called Take a Deep Breath. And what I liked about this book is it talked about how to deal with your emotions, how to take deep breaths, to read a book, to talk to a friend if you're feeling upset or scared or embarrassed, whatever the emotion is. And I love the colorful images on this, and my preschoolers and even my 6-year-old really enjoyed sitting at circle time and me reading this out loud to them. So this was a good one. Another from the series, I Hate Everything, which talked mainly about anger. Who Feels Scared, which obviously talks about being afraid. And there's one last one, I'm Not Happy, which just talks about a range of emotions, ranging from being angry to upset to happy to whatever. So they really enjoyed it, just reading these books together at circle time, and also my preschooler mainly focused on these books with his feelings and fall unit. For my 6-year-old, I put this in his work box, and you probably saw it in our last week's work box video, Understanding Feelings, because this one has more information in it for him to read about, since he's older, and feeling sad or angry. Again, more information. And this one too, Keep Calm, my stress busting tips for kids. You know, sometimes you have a kid who's a little bit of a type A personality and they feel stressed about things. They actually feel worried and pressured about getting things done, or if they're going to be somewhere on time. And it's okay to have these conversations with a kid who is like that, so that let them understand that these feelings are normal and that there's positive and negative stress and how to deal with it. And I don't know if I'm just so big on this whole emotional thing, because I have a master's degree in school counseling and guidance. So you know, I'm used to actually counseling children about their feelings and their emotions and how it relates to their everyday life choices. So this is kind of right up my alley in terms of teaching this to my kids. So I decided I wanted to share these resources with you. So these are the books that I found. I showed you these little emotions and feelings friends. These were great at circle time with them, that after we read some of these books, we stopped during the book, and I asked them, okay, well, what feeling do you think he's experiencing right now? And they would pick one of these emotions from a little emotion garden. So all these little cute kids have their emotions, and I just stuck them in this these red lentils so that they kind of stand up on their own, and they can pull from there and say, okay, he's feeling bored, he's feeling curious, he's feeling embarrassed, he's feeling scared, things like that. So they start to identify the emotions in other people and acknowledge them, and talk about how they would relate to someone who's feeling that way, and also how they would react in the proper way to react when they feel that way. Another awesome resource, and I will link all these in the description box, for emotional competence, is I found this kit, the Way I Feel kit, from simplysproutederucate.com. Now this, I love it. I love how colorful and cute it is, and it's like monster themed, because my kids they're boys, so they like anything that's like weird and stuff like that. And what it is it's supposed to be a pack for your bulletin board, but I don't have a wall to put it up that's clear right now. I have all kinds of things up, but what we did is we spread these things out. This is our circle time rug here, and I just spread these out, and I had them match the little monster, and it's all color coordinated. So if you have kids who can't read, you can do it by color, the little monsters to the definition of the emotion. So the blue monster was the excited monster. So they would just match the blue monster to the definition of excited. And I would just have my 6-year-old read out loud what the definition of excited is. Excited, to raise to a higher energy level. And then we'll talk about situations in which we would be excited, so on and so forth. So they pretty much just spread this out all on the rug, and they did matching: frustrated, sad, a variety of, I think, about 8 emotions, sleepy, and they matched the little monsters to it. So that was a circle time activity that we did as well. Another thing that we also did was we sat down and we talked about every day at circle time. Okay, how do you feel today? And I laminated this and I cut them out. And what I did was I put little Velcro dots on there, clear Velcro dots, so they would select how they feel. So I was like, which one of these emotions are you feeling today? And they say, oh, well, today I'm sleepy. And so he would put the sleepy. I feel sleepy. And I just asked each one of them how they felt today, and they got a chance to put the little monster in the I feel box and explain why they felt that way. For my 6-year-old, he did this activity sheet. I photocopied it and I put it in his folder, the way I feel. So he talked about one day of the week, the way he felt. Draw the facial expression in here and wrote out the way he felt. And here's another one, the way I feel. And they each got a chance to kind of scribble their little face in, I feel blank. And I helped my 4-year-old spell it out. And then my 6-year-old, of course, wrote it on his own. And then my 3-year-old kind of just scribbled how he felt and his little facial expression. And then here was a daily, the way I feel tracker for the entire week. So on Monday, I'd ask, okay, how'd you guys feel? And they would circle which one they felt and then draw the little face that would mimic however the expression was. So it was really cute to have these to last throughout the week, so that they can, you know, talk about how they felt. And then, of course, you probably most likely saw this in my preschoolers, my 3-year-old work shelf activity tray video where we did the Play-Doh mats with the facial expressions. So each one of them got a chance to play with this week and just, you know, talk about their feelings and emotions, replicate their feelings and emotions using the Play-Doh, and making little faces with the eyes and the mouth. For instance, here's a mouth that they made that they just threw in here. So this mouth can either be a happy mouth, a sad mouth, or I did like an angry mouth with like a turned up. So, I mean, these are just really simple ways that you can teach emotional competence to young children. And I feel like it's very important that we talk about these things because sometimes they don't understand. They have their emotions, they have their feelings, but they're not sure the proper way to express them or ways that they can go about helping others who are experiencing those emotions to not feel personally offended if a friend of theirs is having a grumpy day, and to be able to sympathize and empathize with someone who's not feeling happy or who's feeling upset or angry or sad. So I hope you guys like this video about emotional competence and how simple it is to just teach them to young children. I will definitely link in the description box below the links to some of these resources that I found on Pinterest pretty much. And I hope that you guys found this to be helpful. Okay guys, bye bye.